right, welcome back to GTV. We are back with another episode, another video. You already know who I am. It's G, aka G.I.P. And I have a very special guest right here. Her name, go ahead.
Alexandra.
Simply like that, you know what I'm saying? So, I actually know her from back in high school, Hilton. And she's also a friend of my wife. And, you know what I'm saying? So I've known her from around the way from back in the day and stuff. And I've always seen that she's done her thing, modeling. Y'all see her, you know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all show her some love. And we just kind of want to get into your background, get into your story. And, just let us know like your upbringing and, what are some of your ambitions and what you got going on right now.
Got you. Well, as you said before, I'm Alex and I'm Alexandra. Modeling is just something that's very near and dear to my heart. I'm very passionate about it. I put my all into it. It's funny because we kind of started off with my friend Robert. He now owns his own photography company.
Right.
It kind of started with him. He kind of paved the way for me. Just him and his camera. One day he asked me to just take some pictures. Right.
Yeah.
And so I had no idea what I was doing. I was nervous. I was scared, And so we started doing our first shoot. It was in a parking garage down the street from my house. And it turned out to be pretty dope. And I liked the pictures. And, it kind of got me motivated. I got excited. And it kind of just took off from there. One shoot after another.
Right.
And here I am now.
So before that, did you ever think about modeling?
No, I actually didn't. I was a bit of a tomboy growing up.
Yeah.
So I wasn't all girly into makeup and nails and all that stuff. So I never thought about modeling more so. It was just more focused on graduating, getting a degree, kind of what my mom was always taught me to do.
Trying to figure out what's next.
Yeah. So I found something I was good at, and I kind of just stuck with it.
Yeah, I'm glad that you did that. Because a lot of times it's hard for us to find something that we want to do because it's let me finish school. Am I going to go to college or am I going to get a job? And then I think it's good that your friend saw something in you and you do have a natural beauty about you. I think, starting Go Get It, having merch and stuff, I was I want somebody to represent the brand and put on the clothes and just be an image for it. And I thought you, and we haven't hung out and stuff like that, but I knew who you were and I saw that you were doing. And like we were saying earlier, with Malik, you know what I'm saying? You got a certain level of class about you. And the way that you handle yourself is not you thirsty for attention and all of that. And you, as far as I know, you never had a demeanor that was I'm bad or, you know what I'm saying? Or you never really try to share or stun on nobody, even though a lot of girls do that and they don't have the credentials.
Right.
I'm saying? It's just dudes. Dudes just be kind of tapped into the image of them. But I really do everything that you have going on.
Thank you.
And
I appreciate that.
I remember when I first came to you and was, I ran into your job with Mandy.
Yeah.
And I asked you about it. I might have messaged you before about it.
Right.
And then you were so open to it and was I would love to. So for me, just asking you, was I even showing up on, on your feed or anything like that? And what made you say, look, I'll work with him. Let's do it.
Definitely. Definitely we follow each other on Instagram,
Right.
So I always have I love fashion. So anything in the fashion world, anything that's attached to it, it always catches my eye. So I started, as we followed each other, I saw that you came out with your clothing line.
Right, yeah.
Super dope, by the way. Love it. So, I love the urban swag about it. And the designs, the prints, the colors, it all stood out to me. So when you asked me to be a part of that, obviously, I was really excited and grateful for the opportunity.
Yeah. And that's how I felt because I didn't know if you had the time, if you were busy, and I know that you are a busy person. Like I said, so many times people get so caught up in who they are and just the persona of social media. And I know for women, it's just dudes just, coming after y'all and, just shoot messages, a lot of times inappropriate and stuff. And like I said, you just seem like the way that you carry yourself, and for a lot of us men, we'll approach a woman accordingly. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you carry that persona. So that, like, once again, that was perfect for what we was doing. And I remember. So I'm gonna tell y'all when I first started. I first started off with hats, and then I decided, like, let me start putting my logo and just ideas from my head onto products. Like I came to you, and like, she's the epitome of a go-getter, because she's like, I'm down, I'm gonna get to it.
Yeah.
And then the next thing you know, she had a shoot set up, and it wasn't like a cell phone against a brick wall, or, you know what I'm saying? Or
shout out to Bo too.
Yeah, and that's exactly where I was going. Yeah, so I just wanted to talk about that as well, because I know you worked with him, and not only have you just been doing photos and shoots and stuff, but you are a published model, and I haven't really gotten too much into that, but I do know what it means to be published, and as far as on the music side and just putting out content. Speak about that, like how you worked with him. Shout out to Bo, and maybe your first big shoot or published shoot, or magazine covers, anything like that. Let's get into it.
Like Bo has definitely he's played a lot into kind of where I'm at now with it, and he's definitely, like, he's mentored me. He's pushed me to be my greatest, and like, to come out of that shy era that I was in.
Yeah,
he kind of had to pull it out of me. But I mean, he's a great guy. I mean, he's, as far as like his photography, super talented. He he had a lot to do with this. So shout out to him again. But yeah, I mean, as far as him as a person, like, he's pushed me. He's got me out of that shy era. He's, like, I envision something, he kind of brings it to life for me. I think we make a great team. Like, we create, like, magic together.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And, like,
you have a lot of
like, I wouldn't be able to do it without him, definitely. So yeah, I'm very grateful of him, and I appreciate him and to where he's gotten me. Like I said,
let's see that.
This one, this is the first cover I've ever done.
Oh, okay.
So this is one of the ones I'm the most proud of.
One of the ones.
Yeah, like, when I started this, my goal was to be published. So I did it.
How long?
It's a great feeling.
I can imagine, like, when I saw that, like, I post your stuff and I post his stuff, and the fact that I know you, and it just happened organic. How long did it take for you to do what you're doing before you got published?
He could probably tell you if he was here right now, but it's been many, many shoots before we got to this point. Okay. But like I said, I mean, I obviously wasn't at this level yet, so I had to kind of build myself up to that. But it's been quite a few shoots till we got to we finally got the cover. Other publishers, I've been in other magazines. This is Unbreakable. Shout out to them. I got published in this one. This was actually shot on my birthday, and this was shot on my birthday. So this is another one.
Iconic right there, man.
This is another one I got. This is one of my favorite ones as well. But like I said, I've had features in magazines before, but actually being on the cover is like a different feeling. So like I said, it's been a few shoots before I got to this point. So, we worked together on so many. And many hours in the studio, right? Like, me prepping up to the day of shooting, like, it's a lot that I put into it. Instead of just getting up and taking pictures, like, I kind of just, like, I work out, I diet, I invest in myself. So that kind of what helps me get to this point. Wow. I'm on the cover of a magazine. Something I never thought I do, but here I am. Yeah,
and I'm proud of you about that, because like, you've maintained and kept yourself since high school, because a lot of times, when I'm talking to the youth, I'm just like, just focus on yourself, don't worry about other people, because the it girl then, I hate to say it, but look at them now. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people change, and that's not coming at nobody, but you have kids, your body change, and it's discipline. To eat right, to stay in shape, and even just to have the mental space to do those type of things, because now we're so accessible through social media, and people can just send you a message or hop into your comments and everything. So overall, how would you say, like, the response is to when you when you do a shoot, you prep, you put so much work into it, and are you excited about sharing it with your platform?
Oh, most definitely. The type of preparation that I put behind this, it's like some people would think I'm insane, but like as far as like for one, I love to eat. Like I love food. I love trying different things, but when it comes to my modeling and my photo shoots, it's like strictly business. Like I'm very disciplined with that, with my diet, my workouts. You know, like I usually go 4 or 5 times a week. I go 7 times a week if I have to. You know what I mean? Like
that's crazy.
Just to get myself to where I need to be, because in the end, it's all worth it. Like it's worth it to me. All the hours I spend in front of the camera, like
that sacrifice.
Yeah, like I'm a bit of a perfectionist. Bo would know, but like I will not leave that studio until we have the shot. Once we get the shot, you know, then I'm satisfied.
So is there a certain amount of looks that you look for, or it all depends when you're doing your shoot?
Well, the thing is that like most of my shoots that I've done quite a few, but most of them I style myself. So like I don't have a stylist, I don't have a team of people. I have an amazing makeup artist, so shout out to Tori.
Hey, Tori,
follow her on Instagram. She's an amazing makeup artist. I love her. So you know, other than her, like styling and all that, I kind of just like when I'm asked to do shoots with people or different photographers, it's not really like a look they're going for. It's kind of something I just put together, and then they shoot me, and then it just comes to life.
You pretty much
work
just
as a team.
pull your imagination and just bring it to life.
And I like it like that because then it lets me be more creative.
Right, that's a lot of freedom too.
Yeah, and I could just put different things together and you know, see the result.
So you know, I've never done like a shoot, and I feel like I should have been done one, and maybe we can collaborate to do one, like for even if it's like an album cover, a single, or just for my page because I'm my own brand. I see it, and it looked like the girls just be like, you know, they just be moving and stuff like that. Is that awkward to you, or do you love it? Like at this point.
I think like starting off, I had no experience, you know, starting off, and then it's like once again with me and Robert, where it all started. He kind of was just like, just be yourself. And then I would just move in certain ways. But then like, as I progressed and, you know, went further down my journey with this, I was given more like guidance and directions. Like when I would work with different photographers, you need to pose this way or that way.
The different styles.
Yeah,
I know, I was curious about that.
Sometimes it's like a little awkward to hold the position a certain way.
Or
like you finally got through and then they're like, okay, let's do it again because I didn't like your face on that one. So, you know, I mean, it's not easy.
Yeah, I can imagine. I mean, all I really did is like school photos, and when they would try to get the guy to hit, you know, like that's awkward, you know, and they'd be like, chin up, turn your eyes. You're like, come on.
And when you have to hold it, it's like, you know. It can get physical.
So when you're working with a photographer now at the level that you're with, I know that Bo is amazing. I've seen like just post-production visual effects and things like that. Let's say you go to Miami or Vegas or somewhere that's cool and you say, you know what, I want to do a shoot and I want to work with somebody. Like what particularly do you look for in a photographer if, you know, going through those measures?
I think what's most important, like when you get into this modeling game, I think it's good that you build up a good relationship with your photographer business-wise, because I feel like they have to know your angles, they have to know basically how to make you look good. That's their job, and my job is to look good for them. So it's like, it goes hand in hand.
Partnership,
Right, it goes hand in hand. So it's like, I've worked with other people where we just are not on the same page, or we don't see eye to eye, or I just don't like the result. But I feel like that's more like, that's the most important thing, is to just build a good relationship so they know how to shoot you, what angles to shoot you at, what type of lighting to use, like because of your skin tone or like your height or your size, like they just know how to make you look good. Like, you know what I mean? So
and just looking at, you know, all of the aspects of what you were saying, just being able to capture that stuff, like somebody who also adds their creativity to it can really blow that picture up with like just how they edit or the tints and hues and all of that stuff like that. And I see your pictures and they all look great. You know what I'm saying? None of them are like washed out, because sometimes people may not know how to work with a darker skin, and for us it's just natural. Even when we're with family or friends, they'll take a picture, but I'm like, no, this light is behind me, it's gonna freaking make me blend. Let you stand over here and let what I'm saying, let the light hit me. So
definitely been through that.
So I just find it like fascinating, like all the different type of avenues of art, creativity, and things that, like you said, you come with your own shoots, you come with your own styling, and everything like that. Do you book like everything? Like, do you have a manager, or do you see like sometime having one? Because I know some people that have done like commercials for like Nike, and I don't know if you remember her, but she went to school with us. She's done like Navy Fed commercials and everything. Her name is Dominique Collier. And
it sounds so familiar.
I used to ask her stuff, because I'm like, I saw her on a Navy Fed commercial. I seen her like in Potomac Mills once, like on a Nike joint. And I'm like, who?
That's super dope.
Like, I like to have these conversations and ask like do you have a manager and stuff? And she told me that she represents herself. So like, as far as you, like, what are your thoughts about having a manager, and is that something you think you may get to, or right now you just trust in the process and like, I got it?
Yeah, I think right now, like, it's funny because I always say my mom is my manager, because she kind of whenever like I'm offered like a contract, or like, I make sure the business side is handled first before I agree to anything.
As you should.
Right. So like, there's times where I go to her for like some guidance or advice or what I should do, and as far as like booking shoots and like finding time to actually do it, that can be a bit overwhelming. I just have to be very organized. But as far as like manager wise, I kind of just been leading and directing myself, and like knowing when to say yes and no to things, or maybe not to say yes to everything, so which it's kind of so I kind of gotta like not to maybe overdo it for myself. So I prefer to just kind of be like freelanced and just be able to have
do your thing,
that opportunity to be like, I want to do that, or no, or this and that. So
I think that's the best way to learn, because ironically, well, maybe not now that people are seeing this, like, I went to school for TV and radio, but I do something completely different, and this is a little bit more natural for me, and I'd rather do this and interview other dope Black creatives or my friends and stuff like that, and then eventually get paid, like I said, for YouTube partner and stuff like that. And it's a beauty in doing things yourself, because you kind of have the control, and you see every Lifetime pick a movie. Sometimes people rely and trust too much on somebody that has a connection versus making it as a partnership, and maybe breaking bread, but they end up letting them run the whole show and getting taken advantage of. So the fact that you do that, I think that's very commendable, applaudable, and to even have your mom or a stylist, because a lot of times I found myself as a one-man team, and it's good to even just have one person. So that's a good asset.
It does help. I mean, in reality, realistically, it helps to have a team of people. Right. But then there are times like I'm very like super creative, and I think outside the box, and I have a certain look that I want to go for. Right. Like, they tell me the theme, I already got it in my mind, how I want to look, what I'm going to put together. Yeah. Like, down to my makeup. I tell them what type of makeup I want and how I want to look. Great. Yeah. And, like, so I felt like if, having a team is great, but then it kind of takes that away from you. It takes that control. It takes that option to where you can't really say what you want to do.
Nah, I thought that was dope, because I remember when I first presented or showed you like mock-ups for like the swimsuit. Y'all make sure y'all check that out. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna start putting the stuff that we've done together at the top of my page and everything. But I remember showing you stuff or sending you stuff and saying, what do you think about that? And you're like, bet, I already know what I'm gonna do. You're like, I got a shoot set up. Yeah. And I just find that like so amazing, so dope, because once upon a time, I think I probably wanted to get into the camera. I was younger and feeling like, you know what I'm saying, a chocolate pretty boy. But like now, like I'm doing social media, I'm in front of the camera enough, but I definitely would like to link up with you and get the experience, because I feel like in life we gotta have these experiences which make us grow, and then when we walk into these rooms and do these things, we can give back, help others, and then at the same time as a culture build, because like we're talking about, it's good to have a team, and
Of course.
once you get to that certain level, you can place people into the position that you want them to be,
Exactly.
and just build your own brand and empire. And with that, like, do you have like, I guess maybe an LLC or something like that you're under, or like maybe sole proprietorship or anything? Not quite
that far into
Okay.
it.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
I kind of just,
good.
you know,
Yeah.
like I kind of just, I have the freedom to say yes or no.
Yeah.
And that's a great
no doubt.
feeling, you know,
Yeah.
instead of being locked in with anything. It's kind of, you know.
Yeah, I think that's good, and you know, I like talking to people about business, and I think maybe we should have a conversation, like, you know, offline, and just say, like, moving forward, since you did say you get contracts and everything
Yeah.
like that, just the benefit towards that, and then it kind of just pushes your mind forward, like, okay, I am a business, which I know you already think that way,
Right.
but you kind of get the structure down and stuff like that, and then you like legit, and
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, you want to do certain
course.
things, you pull out your card, and
Yeah.
for business, you write
got
it
the
off
card.
and all of that stuff, and yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So I do like the two magazines that you have right here, and I've seen like online, like just a slew of pictures that you have on. For those who are watching and interested, which I'm sure they are, how can they like reach you, and you know, what platforms are you on?
I am on Instagram, mainly Instagram, and I have Twitter for business. But Instagram, like, that's my main platform that you can reach me at. I have an email account, you know, Sheridan1@gmail.com for business inquiries. But that's my main,
Yeah. Okay.
you know, source of contact. Yeah.
Sheridan1. So it's funny because I always thought it was she riding, because you, like you said, you were kind of like
Everyone
tomboyish.
says
I was like, she riding. That makes sense. It
Okay,
makes
so
perfect sense.
It is Sheridan. That is actually my middle name.
Okay.
And the story behind my middle name is that it, to me, it's unique. It's different, you know. But my mom, her it came from an actress. It was her favorite actress.
Oh,
and
okay.
so yeah, Nicolette Sheridan is her name.
Okay, I'm gonna have
She
to
played
look
on
at that.
Desperate Housewives, I think. as
Oh,
Edie.
okay.
Yeah. So my mom, that was always her favorite actress. So that's where my middle name came from. That's where my Instagram name came from.
Oh, okay. That's crazy, yo. So
Yep.
that's why I like doing stuff like this, because you kind of get to learn little personal things about people.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So besides doing photography, what are your passions, and like what do you want to do next for yourself and as your career as a model?
Yeah, definitely. I would definitely like to get into acting. That's something I don't really tell a lot of people, but that is something, like, if I wasn't doing this, that's what I'd be doing.
You
So
should speak it.
yeah, like,
Speak
it's
it in
definitely
existence.
something I'm interested in, or maybe just being a stylist. Styling, I love fashion. I love putting together looks. I'm always looking out for the newest thing and then the hottest style, you know. I'm into designers, so that's something else I would be definitely interested in.
I'm gonna advise y'all to follow her on IG, because she got so many different looks. She got from regular stuff to sweats to high end, and you make it all look, you know, like classy and like good and comfortable. You know? Sometimes people, you like, dang, it looked like a struggle, or like, she looked good, but I know her feet hurt. You know what I'm saying? You see people feet busting out, or they just look so uptight, and you just look like, this is what I do. You know what I'm saying? So you've really stepped into that.
Yeah. Behind those looks is a lot of pain. It's not easy.
I can
but,
imagine.
You know, like, that's
heels.
what I love, the like, being versatile like that and creative. And like I said, like, I feel like a true model can make anything look good. So it doesn't matter what you're wearing, whether it's high fashion, casual, anything. Can make anything look good.
So I guess you can say that that's really the attitude and the confidence that you have in it, right?
Yeah.
So I can imagine in the beginning compared to now, you definitely.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely a lot further ahead. I'm not where I used to be. I'm extremely shy, but when I get in front of that camera, I feel like it just all goes away.
That's what's up, yeah.
So definitely, like, my happy place. So, you know, and it's helped me come out of that too. So, you know, but camera is definitely, like, one of my favorite places to be.